So we're here with Oh No Theodore, Jeremy and Aaron from the band, Fredericton local band, and how are you guys doing today?
Very good, very hot, very sweaty.
Yeah, fantastic though.
Good. I just wanted to ask maybe one of you how the band got started, the beginnings.
I started playing by myself just under Jeremy McLaughlin. Then I figured, I might want to give it a band name, so then I started calling myself Oh No Theodore. And then I invited Luke and Kyle, and at the time Gemma Marr, in on it. And yeah, then it just grew from there. Luke lived with Aaron.
Yeah.
And we were like, do you think Aaron would want to play with us? He's like, yeah, for sure. So I was worried that he might say no, but he said yes, thank God. And then Alethea was next.
Yep.
Alethea was next, and no one even knows how she joined the band. She just showed up at Luke's one day, was like, let's jam. So then we had Alethea, and then Jake came about a month later. Everyone was telling us, get a bassist. So we got a bassist. And then we lost Gemma, and then we became a six-piece, and we're just rolling with that for the time being.
Right. What's the idea behind Oh No Theodore, like the name Oh No Theodore?
Well, I had this song written called Theodore the Monster, and at that point in time, I was still going under Jeremy McLaughlin, and I was trying to come up with something cool, and I really liked the name Theodore, and I liked the idea of a monster and stuff. And I was thinking to myself, like, what would you say if you saw a huge monster coming your way? Like, oh no, Theodore! And then, oh no, Theodore!
All right.
Yeah.
Question for you, Aaron.
Yeah.
Describe your music.
Our music. Oh.
What we're going to sound like with the new album.
Yes.
All right, yeah.
Or maybe, yeah.
Well, originally we started as, like Jeremy
Folk.
said, a singer-songwriter, folky, kind of... Someone just spilled a beer.
Looks like someone...
Yeah.
Someone spilled a beer
Yeah,
behind us.
we'll go with that.
Yeah, we started as like a singer-songwriter kind of thing with just instruments playing behind it. And as people grow as musicians, it just kind of has evolving into a more thunderous string attack of music. And now we're going in more of a...
Rock orchestra.
Rock orchestra is the best way to say it.
That's what Dan just said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's where we're headed now. A lot heavier than it was before, which is cool.
Yeah.
A little bit more distortion, which is fun. Now I get to hit my drums a little bit harder.
We're doing
it
a lot
funner?
of writing as a band now. So
Yeah, that's really
we're
cool.
trying to make it heavy.
Our first album, Jeremy wrote everything. And then our new, I think, 5 songs we have now, we all wrote together, which is a really cool, like, vibe with it, because we all have pride in the songs.
Fair. How was that, like, kind of letting go of all the power when it comes to the songwriting?
It was kind of letting go. Like, I'm still a song Nazi. Like, I'm still terrible to work with. Like, I'm difficult.
Yeah.
But like, I'll go to the band with an idea. Like, I'll bring a verse and a chorus to them, and then we'll kind of just build off of that.
Yeah. Yeah, he
And-
writes all the lyrics, though.
Yeah.
Jeremy's the main lyricist for the band, and then
I'm
the
to
rest
blame.
of us will sit down and listen to the riff that he's brought to the table, and then Jake will be like, oh, this bass riff will come cool after that, and I'll be like, put a beat behind it, and then the song will just go from there. Yeah.
All right, so your first EP, Fit for Your Toes, kind of had a somber tone to it, but like with still moments of kind of like, yellow happiness, let's describe it as.
Yeah.
We're all underachieving. Well, the name speaks for itself. It was kind of darker.
Yeah.
You guys said you're recording a new EP. What's that going to be like?
It's gonna be dark, but heavy dark. Like,
Yeah, not so much sad anymore.
No, it's not. It's not sad.
Which is
Like,
cool.
We've got a song about cannibals. We've got another song called "The Vermin." That's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We actually just wrote a brand new song on Monday. What's the date today? July
13th. Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th. Yes. So we wrote a brand new song on Monday, and it's like pretty much just like me like playing guitar and singing for like a minute and a half, and then it's just wild. It gets nuts. It gets out of hand.
Yeah.
Hopefully we won't screw it up tonight.
All right, okay, I was about to say.
Yeah, we're playing it
it's
tonight.
Its debut tonight.
What's its name?
Untitled?
Yeah, well, it's got a working name right now, but no one likes it. So I applied for a grant a little while ago, and I had to put the name down on a grant. I called it Miles Away on the grant. So we'll see if it's still called Miles Away.
All right, well, debuting tonight, we'll get it on tape, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Sweet.
It's the second to last song.
Yeah. And you guys were in Toronto for...
North by Northeast.
How was that?
It was awesome. It was so cool.
We didn't want to leave.
No
As soon as
way.
we rolled into Toronto, we like just saw the big skyscrapers and we saw just the atmosphere of Toronto. We were like, this is
We need to
where
move
we
here.
need to
We
be.
need to move there.
And then played the show. Response was phenomenal. The bar was great. We played at the Painted Lady, which is really cool, little like rockabilly looking bar, which I loved because
reminded me a lot of the Capitol too.
yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, it's really
and just
reminiscent.
Toronto rules. I want to go back right now. After the show, of course.
Of course.
After the show.
And so you guys are writing a little bit more, recording. What's the
Yeah.
plan besides that, though?
Well, we're playing Evolve next weekend, and then we're going into the studio to do the EP, and then we're planning a tour for hopefully October. We want to get back out to Toronto in October again. So
Yeah, the only plan right now in the band is to just write, record, and get the music out there. Just really, really step it up a notch and get our stuff going. Because
I find that people like when they listen to We're All Underachieving, and then they come out to the show, it's like that is not what I expected at all. Like our shows have gotten to be, so much more heavy and so much more dynamic. And when people listen to We're All Underachieving, like it's pretty much just acoustic guitar and strings and drums and bass the entire way through. Like, but when they came out to see us, it's like, man,
you need to bang
that's
ahead,
heavy.
and, stomp your foot a little bit harder than you would before. So that's pretty fun.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks,
No
Cedric.
problem.
Thank you.
Yes.